matchup. There's Polymorph, 2-0, Fresh, and Complexity all have a draw per. I guess I'll have to look into that later here. But
Well, it's just,
yeah.
they go 1-1 in the two-game series.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah.
that just means for the series. Okay.
hmm Like, if you see the results here, I have them open as well. You have 2-0 with 1-1-2, and the draw is from when they go 1-1 versus someone, and they went 1-1 versus Polymorph.
Oh, see. Okay. So those matches are each series. I was misreading
hmm
that. Okay. Well, let's get back into the action here. Pexi did take out Puppet Master, Doctor Repulsor, and Magebane. So taking out carries,
But not
and
deadlift.
but not the deadlift. But at the same time, that means they would have to main carry Gladiator if they grabbed a or a, oh wait, no, yeah, Hellborn's gonna be grabbing deadlift. I guess they don't really have a carry though yet.
Yeah.
So
So, I mean, they have a pretty like a very tanky lineup right now. I wonder what carry they're gonna combo that up with. Like a Clanks is something I could see happening.
yep, yep. A lot of the carries banned, but there's so many in this game that are actually viable now. Uh, you can't ban them all.
hmm I think the Clanks is definitely one to watch out for, and even Dark Lady.
But Zlap taking out
But
Hellbringer, Sandwraith, and Arachna
look at the
is
tri lane from Legion. It looks like they're going to aggressive do something.
yeah, Blitz making an appearance on the scene lately too. So
Action
I'm
red
not
clicking Bloodhunter.
convinced that. What is the value of Blitz in your opinion? What makes him such a viable support hero or secondary support?
His ultimate is pretty fantastic, slowing everybody down for quite a while, and he's just such a strong. He does a lot of burst damage, as well as he's just annoying to deal with because you can quicken your heroes who are, for example, shackled.
Yeah, and I suppose he can do all of that without farm. His abilities lend to pretty decent without a ton of items. But
It's going to be Rhapsody full support, but a Blitz with farm can also be a pretty big deal, though.
okay, and they do go with Clanks, and um, I always say Clanks. The most success I've ever seen was when teams built like supporting around him. I forget what team it was back in the day. I think it was Reason when they were running Clanks with like a Flux and a
Okay,
Rhapsody and all that
I like
stuff.
I like what Hellborn is doing. They're gonna never mind. What? Okay, so originally thought it was gonna be a semi-support Behemoth, and that they were gonna, face the tri-lane with Silhouette, Behemoth, Glacius. Because to be honest, that's not a terrible tri-lane. Silhouette does quite well in that, but now I'm not so sure how the lanes are gonna end up. I think they can both do quite some funky stuff. Like Midas could be Suicide, and then Legion could have a dual mid with Blitz roaming a bit and Rhapsody babysitting Clank's bottom. But
Yeah,
at the same time, Hellborn could do so much as well. And then, well, I mean, Hellborn is kind of set in stone. Masera's going to go middle. Glacius is going to be where Silhouette is, I'm thinking. And while Zlapped playing Self Forest, I think he's going to Woods.
now you think he's gonna be completely woods from the get go? I know he can do it, but I wasn't certain if he would. I know like
A lot of
sometimes
people
he'll
do
get
that.
a little levels first, but yeah,
No, most people just run in Woods from the get-go.
okay, yeah. We saw last game. I mean, the guy just has it's all that third spell that really makes it insane. His ability to jungle.
hmm Here comes the Legion team, though. The Legion train.
Here we go.
Are
Yeah,
they going to
we got
pick up on
four
this?
players here.
Glacius walking in.
Glacius is gonna
Oh, what the
spot one of
horde!
them. Oh, he does see
Oh,
Blitz and Clanks. They might collapse on him here because they have the sight. The hook
oh
comes
the
out. He knocks
hook!
out of three heroes. Here comes the Behemoth Fisher following up. Midas is gonna get the hell out of there with an elemental warp, but here comes Silhouette with that tree grapple. Bloodlust kill going out onto Rhapsody. So yeah, that was a nice setup by Legion, but Glacius with the clutch ward. Definitely
Oh my
gonna.
God! But really, like,
I love it. I love
The
when we see
Legion
Bloodlust like
team
that.
should have won that so hard, but Pexi was not in range for the original pitfall, and the hook into the Behemoth Fisher turned out to be too much. And Slap did level his Morse Certissima, which is
Right.
unfortunate. It slows down his farming ability a bit, but I mean, he's already got a bottle because he got the first blood,
Right.
so
So that I mean that makes all the difference. Definitely a
no
risky
problem.
decision, but pays off. I
Yeah,
love it when teams get active before the match starts. I almost wish like they would bring back the 0 minute rune for that
yeah,
reason too. But
I agree completely, 100%.
we need to get a poll going for that because it was like it just adds that much more action into the game. But yeah, let's see.
Cyrox blocking the camp, and now Zlapped knows something's up. He knows exactly where the Rev Ward is, or at least he can
Yes.
place it where the Ward of Sight was, and then he can counter ward easily.
So the lanes shape up. Silhouette top with the support of a Glacius against Clank's Gladiator.
And Blitz is middle right now,
For now, yeah.
farming.
We'll see the
Okay,
tri lane.
so whatever I was thinking has been completely thrown out of the window, and they're playing a semi-support Gladiator.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the craziest thing in the world. It's just, why get farm on a Blitz is what I'm wondering.
You did say that he has potential to put a lot of damage out, so I don't know how much farm he's going to
But
get.
that's
But look
that's
at the
with just
rotation from
levels.
Sync 2 now. They instantly put Silhouette down here in mid. We'll see if it keeps changing, if lanes just keep changing, because they're not going to need 3 heroes up here at top against the Prisoner.
No, definitely not.
And down at bot lane, don't forget about Behemoth versus Midas. Now, we saw Behemoth do really well against the range, at least early game
Well,
before.
it wasn't too great in the end because the last hits weren't
Oh,
really
yeah.
getting there. But the whole harass thing, he almost got a kill. But other than that, not really. But I like how Masera is just kind of staying in the fog, always being a threat. It makes Legion team a bit scared. But he also needs to focus on keeping lane control because the moment they lose lane control, Prisoner is going to suffer because he has no way of getting out of anything.
It's true. And there are 3 here still at the time, so he's definitely going to want to be careful there. And Behemoth now, early Striders, he just force bought those, and he's already going to rotate up top here. Only catching the refreshment, so unfortunate for him.
And Subforest is now 1v1 versus Midas. So I like how they're trying to adapt to the 2-0 strategy, but at the same time I feel it's kind of it's still strange to have a Blitz be the one farming over a Gladiator. In my opinion, like a Gladiator can,
It's true.
farm better than a Blitz, so he can get a quick tablet and, help his team out that way. And honestly, Blitz just needs to be there for all the kills and make sure that he gets experience, and then he's gonna be a huge factor. But right now, he is doing a good job of harassing Haxorn. But I'm afraid that if Behemoth makes a rotation towards middle, that Haxorn is gonna be able to kill Blitz pretty easily, with Blitz being so squishy and everything.
Yeah, Blitz is definitely probably the best gank target for them. Midas in the safe lane with Elemental Warp's not your go-to.
Also, he's very tanky.
Yep.
The Midas.
So, I mean, it's definitely risky. The only thing I can think of is maybe once Clanks gets that Thunderclaw, maybe we see him rotating into the jungle and open up the farm a little bit for Gladiator, because he needs at least a little bit, like you said. Steam Boots, Tablet.
He needs levels.
Yeah.
At least that's the most important thing on a Gladiator, and putting him as a semi-support. I like that he's now going Showdown and Pitfall instead of the Flagellation, but it's still going to be less effective, I think. But we will see. They might surprise me because honestly, 2-0 does some crazy stuff all the time. Anywho, STST is a player who surprises often enough. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's an unconventional draft in general. It's definitely not what you normally see. So I feel like they wouldn't pick that without a plan, and they've stuck to their lanes despite Sync rotating multiple times. So I mean, Sync rotates because they don't feel they have the advantage in the lanes, but for 2-0 to hold their ground, I mean, I think that says something about their game plan. So they're feeling confident. I mean, Midas is doing well down here. He's not beating the South Forest, but that's likely skewed because of Bloodlust.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main reason. But Zephyr is already level 4, and with South Forest only level 2, without a shield, he is going to suffer a bit. And you have to also consider the fact that it's Zlapped being the one playing this instead of, the more conventional solo player. But Zlapped can hold his own. We've seen that in the past where he just plays as...
Yep. He definitely is. I've seen it backfire on him once before. As Zlapped playing the jungle role, I feel like he's really good at noticing when his team needs assistance and being that guy to make the plays to ensure that his team wins every lane. But when you're in mid, sometimes that's not the best idea. You set up rotations and we'll see. Gladiator trying to pick off the hard camps here. But Behemoth stole that kill, I believe.
So Ziba is now playing semi-support Behemoth, pretty much.
Hey, if you can find a portal key, man, that's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
For that. Let's see here. Yeah, down bottom lane, South Forest still doing really well.
And now he's versus a Clanks instead
Yeah,
of a
so
Midas.
as I say that they hold their ground, they rotate again. And it's just a constant shifting here.
They have the Behemoth into Hook now. With level 2 Behemoth stun, it should be enough for the Rhapsody at least.
Now,
But now
that's
they...
probably why they brought Midas up here for the
Yeah.
escape, which is smart. Clanks could escape too, but
Not in the same way.
yeah, and especially
Also-
they nerfed flight a little bit too.
Yep. But Midas can't escape in the same way either with the... Oh, look at this mid
Yeah,
though.
mid lane.
Wow,
Wow,
that
Blitz
damage.
diving hard, and he will live here with those bottle sips.
But
Caught
the
tail
damage
end of
that came out there, my god. He just murdered Hexen.
Yeah, and that gives him an outstanding lead over Silhouette now, sitting 150, and that's not good. Silhouette's definitely going to struggle coming back now, especially a regen battle. Rhapsody, though, going to get Fisher blocked, and the hook doesn't connect, and so they can't get the kill onto Rhapsody. Midas jumping
But
in
Midas
here,
is going in.
but the
The
pitfall's going to
damage.
connect onto Behemoth. This could very well be a kill here. He doesn't have another Fisher 4 seconds. That is going to be enough. So
The
Rhapsody...
hook not connecting is
yeah.
just such a... It's
Planks though
unfortunate
on
anyway.
bottom
Yeah.
lane here. He's also getting jumped on, but Blitz is here to turn the tides, and South Forest is the one who ultimately will fall. Doesn't connect.
Maybe?
He's gonna stay a little alive
Yes,
for a little bit
that-
longer. And this Blitz is everywhere. He got that bottom rune, and he just, I don't know.
Yep.
Well baited by Clanks, I guess.
Zlapped is playing South Forest, and that's a hero also quite susceptible to getting ganked, because other than the life tap, he doesn't really have that much to get away with, and you can't really run away from a Blitz. That's just not going to happen. So I'm looking at this Blitz pick more and more and thinking it's doing work.
Yeah, and farm on him is not hurting him. He's level 6, so he's definitely gonna be doing some work here. Now Behemoth is getting in line. If they can get a Fisher stun off onto either Rhapsody or Gladiator.
Or Midas, because of the Shackle.
True, the shackles. I always forget about how crucial that is against heroes like Midas, Magnus, and
But Serenia has been pulling the waves very often, so when they've had opportunities, they've not been able to. They've like the Behemoth and Prisoner have not been able to take them. And
true.
ooh,
Let's see,
Rhapsody
maybe
though.
one attempt here. Oh, is there action up top here? Yeah,
I mean, they want to go. Behemoth is in position.
Rhapsody. Oh, yeah. There goes the Fisher stun. Connects onto Rhapsody. That's a dead Rhapsody.
Maybe.
What? The heal
Nope.
for Midas in the combo. Oh my goodness. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Glacius gets the turn kill. Rhapsody ultimately will fall to that smash coming out from Behemoth.
There's another hook in 1 second though. Are they gonna get hooked
He's
into
gonna
the
get locked
tower?
down the hook.
He
tried.
hesitated.
Yeah. He did an animation
Oh, man.
cancel, and they were sidestepped in that anyways.
But are they gonna dive this?
Oh,
Nope,
now here comes
yeah,
Blitz
they
to
are,
join
Blitz!
the party.
Oh, the damage coming out
Prisoner.
from that hero is ridiculous.
Now, this is what I like to see, a mid hero that is getting active, having success. He already knows he's pretty much winning mid lane, so just to have that's 2 kills now. He's been a huge part of it, top and bottom, and still not losing too much experience versus Axerin.
And Sync looks lost. I mean, okay, actually Rhapsody. Is Rhapsody dead?
Oh,
I think
down
Rhapsody's
here,
dead.
bottom lane. Yeah, Rhapsody's
Yep.
going to take a lot of damage here. But South Forest got to be careful too.
But he should walk back. They can kill Clanks. But nope.
And
Midas
this is just
invis.
some- yeah.
Midas invis top lane. And that's an easy kill on the
Wow,
Behemoth.
they're going to find Behemoth there. That's a really dangerous place to be at that low of health.
He wasn't even that low, it's just Midas doing that much damage.
Yeah, Midas finding his way to level 6 too, and they have all the levels on the important heroes now. Gladiator's finally in a spot where he can maybe get some experience down here at bottom too.
I still wouldn't have leveled Flagellation,
Okay,
but
here
talking
goes.
about Gladiator,
They have no vision, so Gladiator's gonna run here, juke from the trees. He's gonna eat that, and that's insane amount of damage. Will South Forest fall?
I doubt it.
Yeah, they're gonna fall back. So that's a good turn kill coming out, and the rotations now for sync are maybe they're a little bit more in sync. They even it up
Ah.
a bit. Okay, Prisoner gets the ultimate off onto Midas. The shackles are about to expire, but that auto attack finishes it.
Yeah,
was
you can't
really
underestimate the auto attack damage from Prisoner once all of his abilities are on cooldown.
That's true. Yeah.
So well
Power
played by
of the,
Masera.
one-man riot.
Yeah, it just gives him 45% more base damage, which At this point, I mean, it's not that much, seeing as he only gets 43 damage from strength.
Oh, it
So,
definitely adds up. I
yep.
mean, heroes don't have a lot of armor right now, so. Now, one thing I'm noticing is there's not many wards coming out for Legion's side. I mean, they probably would have saw ganks coming. Here comes a Fisher on a Behemoth.
Cyrox.
Yeah. Rhapsody melted.
Boom.
He was trying to get a ward up, I think, because there's really no vision. Here comes initiation on Silhouette in mid, too. And Blitz using his double damage on those just combination of those abilities to finish off Silhouette. She's not having a good time here. I think she just finished Steam Boots, and it has to be Steam Boots at this point.
Yeah.
Right?
STST, though, is playing out of his mind. It's absolutely fantastic how he's doing this. I think he's the only reason his team is ahead right now.
It's true.
Sarah preemptively using his hook there when Behemoth was almost in range. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, and they had 4 people in the air. That would have been a really important kill. A level 9 Blitz.
Exactly.
Now here comes Midas into the mid. If they could try something here, and he is just kind of wildly throwing out those hooks. He did have Behemoth
that was
in
the
area,
farm.
but
He just wanted to get the farm there.
it's true. But his ultimate's off cooldown. He has no mana for anything now. I kind of.
Tread swap is a very interesting thing. But yeah, he's just farming. He's too scared to go any further.
It's true. In the later stages, I mean, it's still all going to come down to how the team fights pan out. I don't think any draft here is really superior. They both seem pretty even matched.
The one key factor is, I think, that whereas Hellborn have a Behemoth, the Legion has a Gladiator. And I just think that Behemoth does a lot more damage, but Gladiator is just a fantastic ganker. But now he's starting to farm instead. So I'm kind of worried. Okay, SCSC is everywhere.
That's a good stun too by Midas.
They're going for the Midas. They can't get the freeze. Okay.
So yeah, Prisoner gonna keep farming mid. I mean, he has to get a portal key, right?
Yeah, he wants to be able to catch the Clanks or the Midas.
Yep.
Just those annoying, frustrating heroes that need to die first.
This Legion team is they're either tanky or they're elusive. And with a Rhapsody and a Blitz, if there's any kind of support around, it's still going to be hard to get picks, even with a portal key.
Top lane.
I think. Oh yeah, top lane is right. They're going to collapse onto Midas here. Tree Grapple coming out for the boost of damage. Hackstrin getting credit for the kill. He definitely needs it. He's struggling this far in the game, but it's only 10 minutes in. We've seen a Silhouette recover from much worse. So.
Ooh, Clanks is kind of cutting it close with that HP.
Yep, and the Prisoner's really close by here with the Veiled Rot. It's going to be expiring here in about 5 seconds, so he's got to make his move. Throws out the hook, doesn't connect. Now they're going to turn on a Prisoner. He activates the ultimate, but the pitfall into the ultimate. He's taken a lot of damage, but he's got support here. Salforus is ready to join the party. Behemoth throws the Fissure of Faith, and it does not connect. And Blitz is not even going to rotate.
And here comes Rhapsody.
Oh, wow. What is Rhapsody doing over here? She gets the kill on Prisoner. That's got to be a fair trade if you're Rhapsody. I mean, she has 0 items. I'd like to say she bought before she died.
No, she didn't. Or maybe. I don't know. Yeah, she did. But it's just... like, what was Masera doing there? And then he even threw out the ultimate, and now that's on cooldown for another 60 seconds, and he knew he was going to get ported back.
That's true.
I mean, there's no way he didn't see that.
It's that. I mean, it looks like the enemy team is fleeing, but they were ready to turn. That's kind of just mind games.
Ooh, top rune.
A race for the top rune.
I think STSC is gonna go for it. No, he's not confident enough. He's not confident he can get that kill. And honestly, I agree with him. Salforus is very frustrating to deal with.
Yeah. Not a lot of heroes showing on the map either. Just playing it safe. I mean, they're pretty comfortable right now. Marcus Moy almost got that Thunderclaw if he wants it, coming through really soon. But action top as Hellborn team's rotating here. Pitfall about to connect. Is that an illusion? It is only an illusion.
Yeah, that's the illusion.
There goes Midas using his combo here. If Behemoth gets a nice Fisher off here, this could be a kill.
He's going to go for the Gladiator as he should, and I don't think it's going to be enough damage.
Yeah.
Level 1 ultimate really doesn't do that much. Yeah, it's definitely not enough damage.
But I think this is the right decision. Keep a little bit of attention up here so Haxran can get farmed because he's going to need something. Legion team's going to have Clanks farming really fast soon. And then that's going to be a problem for sure going forward. This is a fairly even match, even though it kind of looked like 2-0 was dominating. I mean, the gold lead is not that much.
And I think that's partly due to the fact that Zlapped is doing so well. Even with that one death in the bot
Here
lane,
comes a
he's still...
stun hook onto Blitz. They finally will kill the unkillable. Blitz putting off a lot of damage before he dies, though. And for a second there, I almost thought, I mean, keep saying, like, oh, that's a for sure kill. Top lane down, more action. Gladiator with the pitfall. They do get the combo off before the tree grapple.
Well, I mean, the showdown.
Yeah.
Pretty much confirmed
There's
it.
really no way that he could miss that. We have seen misplays before, though. So.
Peksu, though, he might be walking up a bit too far. Actually, I know he's walking up way too far.
3 people in the area. Glacier's level 7, so we might see that downpour here. All right, Midas going to try to put enough damage out onto Glacier to prevent it, but he's just eating too much. The downpour instantly get interrupted. And Gladiator is likely going to fall here.
Yeah, I doubt there's no way. There's no help coming from him either.
Yeah.
Prisoner is now invis, and oh, look at how Clanks is farming this.
Yeah, this is where he's just going to start getting brutal farm. And that's a pretty good GPM for him because he just got that Thunderclaw.
But he's been doing fantastically. He didn't die once in the top lane, and then when he rotated bottom, he immediately got help from Blitz to get a kill on Zlapped, and then after that, it's just been farm. So impressive that he's doing that under these conditions with the amount of pressure that the Hellborn team is putting.
That's true. What do you think about the Ghost Marchers pickup on Silhouette against this team? Do you think it was I mean, what's the reasoning behind that? I almost feel like...
yeah, I think it's a bit greedy. But with Silhouette, it can work out because you get that increased attack speed with Relentless Salvo, and that makes it, almost worth it for the Ghost Marchers just to get that bit of extra damage. But I agree.
The damage more than the mobility, if anything. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. The mobility doesn't... It helps just to farm quicker, to get from camp to camp faster, but ultimately it's going to help more when he's going for pickoffs with the portal key. Oh, mid lane.
Yep. In the meantime, they do get the hook off onto Blitz, but Midas is pushing away at that top tower. He's got a full wave, putting in some damage. I wouldn't be surprised if they even fortify.
He also
here,
has a
where it's
portal
gonna
key.
Go down.
Really quickly.
That is an early portal key, and on Midas, that's exactly what you want. It's putting more gold in his team's hands. They might get
it's the only thing he needs. And now they're going to go middle. I mean, Hellborn team knows that the portal key is there, but are they going to use it immediately? Behemoth has enough gold for a PK, and there we go.
Picks it up. They will get the deny, hopefully, on this tower here.
They should, if anything.
Oh, wow. That Silhouette just swapped out there at the end. That was actually the real one.
No, it was an illusion.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah. But, Behemoth now with the portal key, he's just waiting for an opportunity to use it.
Yep.
The Legion team should not know it right now, so if he finds the jump, someone's
Srenia's
gonna
got
die.
that really aggressive ward up here in top lane. Makes me think they might be trying to push here, or at least just keep an eye on the tower for ports.
Or just keep, as you said, on tower for ports. But Veiled Rot, of course, nullifies that.
Look at the positioning of Behemoth with his portal key here. He's got the
And here we
Veiled Rot
go.
too. Pitfall onto Silhouette. Huge initiation coming out here. Blitz to follow up the damage. Behemoth in the background drops his shockwave off. Puts a dent in him, but no real fatal damage. And now he's actually going to die as they were just outnumbered for this fight.
It just, the Gladiator ulti. That was all the Gladiator ulti. The Behemoth ulti didn't seem to do any damage because they were getting 50% reduced damage with the Gladiator ulti, of course. And then they immediately lose morale thinking, oh, we're not doing any damage. Crap, what's going on? And then they ended up falling. So really well played by 2-0. And Safor is finding Rhapsody. But Zlapped.
Prisoner picks up his portal key, and he could be rotating over here. But Blitz and Clanks, this is a lot of damage coming out. Even the tanky Zalforus cannot withstand it. He goes down, and can't say this isn't an action-packed game, I'll tell you that much. 27 kills, roughly over 15 minutes into the game. And another portal key pickup there, so...
Clanks is also getting really close to his Shrunken now. STST has got an Apprentice's Robe. I have the feeling he's going to go for a Nullfire, and I actually really like that. It can purge the Shackle from Prisoner.
Okay.
As well as the Ice Imprisonment. So, and the illusion from Silhouette, of course.
Definitely not a bad pickup in this game for all of those reasons. And just in general, too, if you think about his skills, they do more damage if the hero's slowed. And if you purge an enemy, too, it's even potential for extra damage, too. Definitely a really good pickup.
Then you don't need to wait for pilfering to get the maximum movement speed down and everything.
Yep. So patiently waiting down here is Behemoth and Prisoner.
They're waiting for Clanks, but I mean, Clanks is busy taking out the triple stacked ancients. So he's not going to go there for a while, at least. Are they leaving one? Okay, they're leaving one.
Oh, one for Gladiator.
Okay, bye, Rhapsody. They just want to kill
Oh,
something
there
now.
she
They
is.
wasted so much time now.
Yeah.
Or are
Hopefully
they?
Behemoth doesn't overcommit here with like an ultimate or anything. It's an easy kill if he wants it. But she
I
senses
really think he
something,
should have just gone for it. I mean, they think it's a bait, but the Legion team is just doing a really good job of splitting up the map and farming everywhere. Like you
Yep.
see, Midas taking control of the top lane, and then in the meantime you have Blitz in the mid lane, and Clanks is farming everything in between.
Yeah, I mean, avoiding team fights is a strategy. I mean, especially when you're going up against two portal key initiators, and if you don't want to hold hands and you want to farm, that's probably the best thing at this point in the game. But Clanks does have the shrunken head now, so he probably will be able to get away in most situations.
Yep, if he can just get it off before getting blown up by a behemoth.
Yeah.
Sulfuras is of course going to still go through the Shrunken, as is the Prisoner, but like with Clanks, it's so hard to get focused down because you can always position yourself in the perfect place to not get bursted down.
Yeah, I think that's the key word that you said there. On Clanks, it's all about positioning. I think that's why, to me, Wingbow is one of the best later game pickups for him. It just gives you an even extra 100 range to stay out of harm's way. But I mean, he's got Rhapsody in case anything goes wrong. That ultimate.
If Cyrox can get in position, because he's been kind of feeling like the food for the Hellborn team right now. I mean, look at
That's true.
Cyrox, he's
Yeah,
1-6.
that's definitely the case. But I think that's a fair price to pay if the rest of your team is.
But I mean, just imagine had he not had those 6 deaths, then the gold charts would be even more in favor of 2-0.
Agreed.
I mean, this is a very obvious thing to say, but it's
Well,
just, it's the small things. You really are not allowed to feed as a Rhapsody. I mean, one of his deaths where he got the kill on Prisoner was huge. That was fantastically played, but for the rest, you have to avoid death at all costs.
I'm just going to pick off the mid tower here. And I do know, I mean, I was gone for a while, and I played a couple games the other day, and I noticed it looks like they significantly changed the way that gold is awarded. Like, if you kill the lowest GPM hero, you don't get much at all, right?
No, yeah, they changed it a tiny bit, but yeah,
I know.
actually,
Six
quite a
deaths is
huge
6
bit.
deaths, though. But
Yeah.
I was saying it's a little less than I remember.
And it's also the fact that the hero then loses gold, because then he's not able to ward as effectively or get his boots as early, or items that a support really wants to have by a certain point, because now it's 20 minutes and he doesn't have anything other than Striders.
Yeah. Yeah, it took him forever. I feel like he just got those Striders.
Mhm.
The warding was even, you could see it was a little bit lackluster, and that's when Sync started to make some plays. But they're all going to get spotted out by that ward in the bottom river, so this rotation bottom is kind of for nothing. They're not going to find anybody. The Legion team's about to take out Tier 2 tower top, and there's already damage on Tier 2 tower mid, so...
Yeah, as I was saying, the Legion team is doing a great job of just splitting up the map and pushing everywhere they can. Behemoth is setting up top though, so Midas might be in some trouble, but at the same time, there is some team nearby.
Yeah, he's level 14.
Okay, they're gonna give it up.
They're going to trade it for bottom, but we'll see. Everybody on the Legion team's got TPs.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a trade, it's gonna be just a win for 2-0.
Well, I don't think anybody saw this coming right now. It's
I was saying originally that
trying to
2-0 was going to have to adapt to what Sync was doing, but I think Sync has to adapt to what 2-0 is doing.
They can't say they didn't try. They had a lot of rotations early on to try to, shift the tides in their favor, but it was the blitz early on that kind of put the kibosh on anything like that. But they're trying to set something up again here. And they've been holding hands now for a good 3 or 4 minutes. They're looking for a team fight.
Yep.
And they might actually find one now.
Well, I mean, if Zephyranте was up at top lane again, just pushing it out, then the Legion team would have just been everywhere again. Yeah, okay, Midas is going to go middle, and we see here Marcus Moyes is continually increasing his lead over the Silhouette. Silhouette is still only at 390 gold per minute, and Marcus Moy has almost 600.
Yeah. I mean, a Clanks is going to farm faster than a Silhouette, especially with Thunderclaw. I mean,
yeah,
there's nothing you can do about that unless Silhouette was getting really active and getting kills, but it's just the way the hero works.
But
It's a
Silhouette does
trade-off.
have a great farming ability though with
split,
the
you're
Death
right.
Lotus, and I mean he does have the ability to never have to go back for mana or anything just because of his illusion.
Clanks up here at top, and it's kind of interesting because they want to push, but they can't really push together. They have to wait for the right moment to split push because the AoE abilities of the Hellborn team. But I gotta say, Prisoner, since he picked up that portal key, it's been about eight minutes now, or close to it. He hasn't done anything with it.
Yeah.
Legion team playing too careful, and now he uses his
And
hook.
Zlapped just used his tablet.
Well,
That's
Force
against
gonna get
Zlapped.
picked off here, and they might. Prisoner's gonna really get the hell out of there.
Yeah, Clanks is just like, oh, I got an ulti on me, but it's not really doing anything. It does deter him from going something like lifesteal this game though on Clanks to really secure the late game because of that Sulfuras where your entire lifesteal just
Behemoth
gets tangled
Shockwave
up
in
by
the mid
ulti.
on a Gladiator. They're gonna finally get a kill here.
It did take too long though.
Yeah, it took a minute there with the Behemoth ulti, but I mean, it's something for them. But at the same time, I feel like Sync doesn't have a game plan right now. Their wards are all over the place. They had aggressive wards, but they couldn't get any ganks going. Haxorin's been farming, but the other 4 players, I mean, are they supposed to be hunting for kills right now? Or are they supposed to be farming too? It's I'm not sure what they should do at this point.
And to their credit, 2-0 has been playing it really well, just farming all across the map and making sure to not gather up because they don't want a team fight when the items that the Elborn picks up are all team fighting items. So
Midas
PK,
Rhapsody pushed up pretty far here.
they want to go for this, but it's really not a good idea.
Alright, Behemoth gonna come in. Alright, that's actually Prisoner. Now Behemoth comes in with a Fisher. Hook onto Rhapsody. Yeah, I'm not sure what Rhapsody Midas were doing up there. But hey, they're gonna fall there. Haste Rune spawns bottom. Midas gonna grab that.
Sulfuras now farming the Ancients as well. I wonder what he's going to go for. It looks like a Shrunken, but I really think he needs to get a Sheep this game. Clanks is going to be
Here
too
comes
much of a
Port's
problem
top.
otherwise.
Blitz is gonna pursue onto Silhouette here. Putting out a bit of damage as the ports come in. Clanks and Midas joining the party. Glacier's gonna try to TP out of there. Oh, but the tree grapple
gonna be
prevents
successful.
him. Yeah. That was actually a clutch tree. Oh,
But
but Hasted
Midas-
Midas is not giving up yet. He's gonna put in the damage here, and that's
Oh,
plenty
but-
with the neutrals.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Why?
man.
How? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that was really unfortunate. But I guess it's better than Silhouette getting away.
Yeah, of course. And it does give another death to Haxorin, so that's that. And Rhapsody, what are you doing there? Apparently finding a Behemoth.
Yep, and Sulfuras
Gladiator
is in
nearby.
Gladiator Pitfall does connect, interrupting the Fisher. The Fisher finally does connect, but the Gladiator ultimate is going to be enough. So
And
they
here
trade
comes Clanks.
1 for 2, and here goes the TP. Well, now they're on the way.
Yeah, they have no way of canceling it other than the Behemoth ulti.
I guess we saw right there. I mean, with his shrunken head, Sulfuras won't die, so I guess that's the reasoning behind that.
Yeah, but he's still
just
going to
ignore
die
him, huh?
if he's
Oh,
not porting.
Prisoner,
Right?
Prisoner.
Yeah. What is Prisoner? Okay, so yeah, Clanks 600 GPM soon.
Yeah, look at and he's up there in hero damage too. A lot of
Yeah.
times he's caught up with STST and Midas.
And Gladiator is not even doing that bad either. And then you look at Prisoner's hero damage, and it's 6%. It's the lowest of the game, along with Rhapsody, which really surprises me. Like, Glacius has more hero damage than Prisoner.
Yeah, he had it early on, but like I said, ever since he got that portal key, he's been looking, and not finding anything. He hasn't been in a fight.
Yeah.
for a long time now. Behemoth's doing his best. He's must have popped 5 Veiled Rots this game now. And he might find Rhapsody here. I'm not certain he can kill her on his own.
But Rhapsody might be. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like they're scared of Rhapsody right now because there's been Legion team nearby almost every single time they've tried to go on Rhapsody. STSC still hasn't picked up any new items though, and he went an Energizer.
He
And
must have a lot in the bank.
yeah, he must have. And I'm kind of confused about the Energizer, seeing as his teammate Clanks also already had an Energizer early on.
Yeah.
So I think I would have rather seen like a Gnome's Wisdom, Ring of the Teacher, just something to help out the team.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty long, 25 seconds. You can't use it again, but I think they have plenty of gold to make a few
Yeah.
mistakes, but yeah.
Anyways, so we have. I'm really curious to see what SCSC is picking up. That's my main concern. And then on the other side, you have Zephyronte just doing his thing again in the top lane. 3,400 gold saved up already, so he's getting really close to that sheepstick. But is Zibby gonna go for this solo kill? He wants to. I think he's gonna go spell shards as well. There we go.
The shockwave with the Fisher. Here comes the heavyweight slam. Almost enough.
And Hextron.
Yeah, I think he would have got away if Hextron didn't come though.
Exactly, I agree. So, yeah.
That's the portal key on Silhouette, and decent kill potential now for that team.
Just good heads up play by Zebe, knowing that Zephyronte was going to go for another wave. I mean, as a Midas, you generally feel pretty safe, but when you have 3,400 gold saved up, you're level 17, and you still don't have vestments versus a Behemoth, NSL Forest, and even a Glacius and Silhouette, I think it's just, yeah. You're making a mistake. With vestments, he definitely would not have died. I can tell you that much.
It's hard to say. I mean, the lead was definitely in favor of 2-0, but it's not like snowballing like you would expect. It's just kind of staying static. Okay, that was interesting. Gladiator using his pitfall there. They know it, so here comes Behemoth with the Fisher stun. They're going to lock down Gladiator, get the pick off here.
I think the only reason why the Hellborn is still in it is because they just have such good counter push that even if the Legion gets Kong, there is absolutely no way that the Hellborn is going to let them push base. With creeps, that is. Oh, Rhapsody finding Behemoth. And
Silhouette going on Clanks here, but the follow-up from the team, TP's coming in. That's going to be another counter kill. So Forrest doing his best to save Behemoth there. They're going to chase him out.
Nullfire pickup is the one that Blitz got.
Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah.
Legion team doesn't really have much of an option to push at this point. But at the same time, I think they have to make a move because the static farming was working for a while, but it seems like the rest of the players are getting reckless. Sync's now getting picks that they weren't getting a while ago. Here comes Midas. Oh my god.
Clutch portal key.
And that's
but Rhapsody, what are you doing? Why are you walking out?
I don't know. He's waiting for him. Midas is coming close, so he might be trying to set something up.
But Midas is dead
Midas
now.
is gonna fall too. He eats the entire glacial downpour by himself.
Yeah, I think he was not paying very much attention to what was going. But here's the damage on Glacius, and I mean Clanks is here now, so the Hellborn team just automatically has to back. Whether they're going to be able to. Here comes the sprinting Blitz. 602 movement speed, of course.
Unfortunately, there's nothing to do up here. There's tier 2 towers already gone, so they don't get the kills on the chase. They're just gotta disperse again.
And I mean, they don't mind. I honestly like Clanks will outcarry a Silhouette 9 out of 10 times, I think, just because of the AoE damage he can put out in team fights. It's just gonna rely on who gets the initiation, really. And whether Clanks is going to go down in that initial burst.
Yeah. Legion doesn't have much of an initiation. I mean, you got Midas and
Gladiator. Can,
it's true. Gladiator's skills aren't really dependable either, though.
Well, with the showdown, it's going to be pretty... Yeah. It's pretty easy to land it, I think. Then. Well, it's not easy, but I mean,
Yeah, but that's
at
for
this
a
level
single
of player,
hero.
people, it's
But
for a single hero. But if it's a key hero, then it's the same idea as a behemoth shockwaving one person. Because I mean, you often see that where a behemoth will choose to just shockwave one specific person just because it's like a very
yeah,
valuable kill to get.
yep, yeah, I definitely see that all the time. Just that counter initiation.
Clanks though has 2,600 gold saved up. Where is he going? He is going to the mid lane. He's going to be farming ancients again, I guess. Not feeling too comfortable pushing up any further.
So opting for the ice brand before the firebrand portion of the item.
Well, I
Just
mean, he
bulking
has
up.
geometers.
Oh, so, oh, you're right. God damn,
Yeah.
he's got so much money. And so that turned into a frost wolf. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a great item pickup. Honestly, he just needs to survive the burst, and then his AoE damage is going to do the rest.
Well, let me take a look at the damage charts again here. It's still Sal4 is leading the way for this Hellborn team, followed by Behemoth. Now, Silhouette, I guess, will be picking up some physical damage soon. But as of right now, it's all on
Split
those
push.
two heroes.
He's just going the split push route right now. He's just trying his best to get those towers, and it's not really been the most successful right now, but he's just scared to push up when he's versing a Midas who can maybe get the initial stun off. Ooh, DD on Clanks now, though. Are they going to use this? I think
would
this is
hope
the
so.
moment. They've got the Frostwolf skull as well, flying in right now.
They're gonna
He's going
pick
to the
onto-
Ancients. Can he
Ooh.
find Sulfuras?
He activates his Shrunken a little bit prematurely.
But good dodge from Sulfuras. Tablet coming into play there.
Yeah. So that DD, maybe they take on
Go Kongor? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
They've got the vision for it. Cyrox just placed that ward sight up by the observatory. Gladiator's in trouble. Ooh,
Nope.
with the
But
oh,
he's
he
still
does
in
get
trouble.
connected.
But there's
Clanks
still a
is here, still
DD.
has the DD on him. You're right. He's hitting up tons of damage. The pitfall connects as well as Gladiator ultimate beam with Fisher though goes through the shrunken head. Yeah, that's a lot of damage coming out. Clanks is gonna have to fall back until his team gets here.
He's gonna get 2 kills before he dies, and this is gonna mean Zlapped's life. But here comes Silhouette.
Yep, Silhouette's gonna get in and try to get a follow-up kill here, and the Clanks illusion still slowing him down here enough to the point where they are gonna get away. But yeah, that double
They
damage.
want to turn it, I think.
Okay.
He can cancel the no
He
stun.
is still gonna go on here. He pops the Geometer's Bane. Blitz trying to do his best to kite him, but he's gonna get the Glacial Downpour locked down here.
And the Bound Eye is now killed by Glacius. He was trying his best to cancel the illusion from Silhouette, and it came at a high price. But here comes Zephyranте. Is he going to be able to find the Glacius? I think he caught a glimpse of him there with the vision. It's not going to... Yeah,
Uh-oh.
he did it.
Yeah.
Storm Spirit.
Yeah, just enough vision there. They're gonna get the counter kill onto him. And I mean, Silhouette's still just farming away here though. But a 4 for 2. Where's a 4 for 3?
Yeah, 4 for 3 with Gladiator dying originally. But yeah, Zephyranте 5.6k gold almost, so he's going to be able to pick up that sheep stick soon. And I mean, he's just been farming away, pretty much just doing the Midas thing, counter pushing constantly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sync, I feel like Prisoner's one of those heroes where he's good for the initiation all game, but he doesn't really have a ton of damage later on comparatively. So I feel like the more and more Legion side bulks up, eventually they will be able to push into the Behemoth and set something up. So.
That being said, though, Sulfuras did just pick up his own sheep stick, so now it's going to be very, very possible to burst on Marcus Moy.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what they have to do, I guess. That
Yeah.
all-in strategy, take out Clanks, then win the team fight.
But Clank should now get a wing bow, and then he's going to hit so hard, and then I feel like the Hellborn team can't do that much anymore. Because then they can get Kong and then fly from far away, hit the defense tower without any risk of dying himself.
Should Gladiator get continue to get support items, or now that he's basically got what he needs, should he get some type of damage?
I think he should just get a Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit is so huge this game, or even another Nullfire Blade to be able to cancel the Sulphurous Coldra Sheepstick on Clanks. That's gonna come. That's gonna be a huge role,
True.
a huge thing.
I'm just
this
thinking
game.
because if Clanks is their only source of damage and they do get the kill on Clanks, then they're kind of screwed. Here comes Gladiator, though. He's taking a lot of damage from that Silhouette Illusion. Clanks just cleaning up their farm. Hellborn team might be pushing bottom here, but there are ports coming in, so maybe some type of skirmish in the jungle.
Okay, well, Rhapsody. Oh no.
So we get Sheep Tier. Prisoner throws off the hook, connects. That's an easy pick off.
But this is what I was talking about earlier with your support not being allowed to die. He now has 10 deaths. And it's been where he's kind of been carelessly walking through the woods. A couple deaths have purpose where he saves an ally, but many of these are just pointless. And I don't want to say this to Flame or anything, but that's
Behemoth,
just
yeah,
what it
Behemoth
feels like.
top blade. Midas is going to fall down here. That's the power of the initiation. Blitz trying to put in damage to the fall, prevents Behemoth from porting out, and he's going to fall here, but Silhouette's putting the hits into Blitz. Blitz, will he dodge the hook? He will. He'll likely get away here. Now they're going to turn their attention to Silhouette, who ports out. Blitz bottling up. He may come back into the fight here.
Doesn't look like it. These skirmishes are really starting to get on my nerves because, like the Hellborn, they have so much chance to kill the Clanks, they just can't find him ever.
Yeah, and I mean Behemoth, it's like you said, he's been ulting on single targets here for kills. Maybe Legions should take an opportunity when Behemoth's ults down to take Conqueror so they can make some type of a play. All right, Clank's gonna find Glacius down here. It's an illusion.
At least an illusion. Talking about Clank, so Prisoner is nearby, but so is the rest of the Hellborn team. I mean Legion team, and okay, still nothing happening. All right, so the gold lead is getting more in favor of Sync right now, so they are, with those pickoffs, being able to get back into the game, and now they're going to get those tower kills as well.
Oh yeah,
Haxton doing a good job
I
split
don't think
pushing.
they haven't been out of it for a while because Legion team they kind of just stopped doing something with that lead for a while now. They've just been farming, and like I said, the pickoffs left and right.
Yep.
I think that happens because what can your team do? I mean, Clanks is taking up all of the farm on the map. There's like pretty much nothing aside from maybe.
And
the
Midas
off
is
lane.
doing the rest of it.
Yeah.
Midas is taking the rest of it.
So you're left with 3 heroes with not much to do other than get a little sloppy and give up picks.
Why doesn't Rhapsody get a Void Talisman though? He's versus the Prisoner and the Silhouette. If he positions himself well, then he's not going to die from getting initiated on by those 2 heroes at least.
That'd be the first
And he
time
should.
he's had enough gold for it to think about any kind of item.
Yeah, but Void Talisman is like, it's so key this game. It nullifies Prisoner completely.
Get ready for Irish justice.
I mean,
Being
they
that
must
all-
be waiting for one more item on Clanks because
I mean, it's getting closer. It just really feels worrying for the Legion team because I was saying earlier how it was all about initiation. When they're focusing so much gold on Clanks, now it's especially that, it's even more so that this is the hero that the Hellborn is going to try and find and focus on.
Yep, I mean, look at Behemoth just positioning himself up here, but they don't have any vision, so, I mean, he's completely blind. If he even tries to back out at the wrong time, he could be in trouble. He's just kind of waiting patiently, like we've seen him do all game, posting up in a spot. But yeah, Clanks, I mean, he's only died one time. He's almost up to 700 GPM now, and no sign of slowing down.
Haxton does have a wingbow now, though, so Marcus Moore has to pick up a Savage to be able to counteract that.
Yep. In his defense, Clanks has a bit of
And he
magic
gets
damage.
a wingbow. Yeah, he does. But I guess it's going to come down to the rest of his team
Yeah.
just being able to kite the Silhouette long enough for Clanks to get around to auto-attacking Silhouette. And here's the wingbow. Is this what they've been waiting for?
Irish justice.
I don't know. You get that extra 100 range to push uphill. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they get some wards out and set up Kongor or bait a fight at Kongor, bait an initiation from Behemoth or something. It would help drastically if they can get a single pick or put an ult on cooldown.
Yeah. I do want to see Gladiator pick up an item now, though. He's got 3k gold, and I mean, he's got the eye and everything, but honestly, the Storm Spirit is so huge this game. Okay, so yeah, now they're counter warding around Kongor, and they're just gonna casually take that. But
Get ready for Irish
the experience is really in the Hellborn, is really in the Hellborn's favor right now.
Yep.
Zlapped just doing a good job of farming as well. He's got another 2,700 gold saved up after
Oh,
the
Rhapsody
sheep
bought a
stick.
portal key, and I love that. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're all in on Clanks, that ult is going to be, you know, crucial to save Clanks if he ever gets caught double sheeped or anything like that. Silhouette pushing top lane pretty hard here. They TP back and they put the stop on that.
Oh, Behemoth. Look at him looking at Clanks. They're not going to be able to do anything with it, but
Oh,
it
man.
was such a key moment where had he had a little bit of support, that would have been a dead Clanks.
Absolutely. And Clanks now, I guess he saves for buyback. Do you eventually swap out the Thunderclaw for another real item like the Savage Mace? Maybe once
Yeah.
you have like 5k in the bank or something.
Yeah, just
He's
making sure
almost-
that you have a buyback.
Behemoth in mid though. Midas is really tanky at this point. He would need at least support of pink or brown.
But Zephyranthi knows something's up. Too many people missing on the Hellborn side. Messera is trying his best to get some farm up, but he's got 2.9k gold saved up. I'm just not so sure what a demonic is going to do for him. I really don't feel like it's going to be that big in this game. Ultimately, when Clank starts hitting really hard physically, sure, but even then they have to deal with the massive magic damage from Zephyranthi.
It's true, and Gladiator pulling up a lot of gold here too. I imagine it's just because he doesn't have the item slots to hold the build-up items. It's probably why he's holding off here, but
Yeah, but he could have
I'd like
bought
to
a
see
storm
him.
right now.
yeah,
It's only 3k gold to buy that item, and
maybe get
it's
rid
just so amazing, this game.
of, maybe even eventually pick up some real boots.
That would be fantastic. Striders are pretty effective, though. I love them. At the moment, they're really strong boots.
Yeah,
A lot of people pick them up on mid heroes just to be able to get a post haste and farm efficiently
Yeah.
around the map.
the post haste is what really made it for me. Did Clanks just bought post haste? I believe. I think he just right-clicked him.
He wants to be able to farm everywhere as well, it seems.
But yeah, Striders are always good. When they drop the cost on post haste, it like solidified the decision that Striders were a really good
Mhm.
early item. But look at
Oh,
Behemoth.
Midas. Midas.
Uh-oh. And
Midas. There's so much support nearby as well. They know someone wants to
for
farm
both
it.
teams, we could see a clash here, but the
The
main
ward
thing is Self Force and
from
Prisoner
Cyrox.
are really far away.
The ward from
I
Cyrox
think
did
they saw
everything
him.
there.
Okay. All right,
The
they're
dance
gonna
floor?
spot Galatius. Oh,
And the
pitfall
Purge immediately.
connects. Yep. Behemoth's still in there. Oh, if only he knew.
If only Midas Storm Spirits himself. And then, okay, here it looks like the Legion team is all going to go straight to Kongor, but they are using the eye kind of preemptively, not having the eye now to counter ward around Kongor. Man, they're not going to go for Kongor. Or are they?
I don't know.
There we go.
Yeah.
ready for Irish justice.
I mean,
Oh, but are they finding someone? Nope, Silhouette's out.
the token goes on to Midas, I suppose. Makes the most sense. He is the
Or
best
drop the
initiator.
Thunderclaw. And then just hit the Rex Tower.
Yeah.
I think Clanks can just drop the Thunderclaw or at least give it to someone else and then go hit the tower, because Midas is never going to do as much damage as a Clanks.
It's true. We'll see what they do here. Yeah, they're
Yep.
going to give it to Clanks. And Clanks immediately porting somewhere. Top lane here onto Silhouette. Silhouette's going to true grapple away quickly, though. And Axeron's been doing a good job. I want to say all those 7 deaths happened like really early in the game. He's
Mhm.
definitely recovered quite a bit from
Oh, Silhouette.
All right, as I
Happy
say
with
that,
it.
he has an illusion now.
Ready for Irish justice.
Clanks is just not doing any damage to him.
It's true. He desperately needs a Savage Mace at this point if he plans on killing Silhouette.
And it's going to be instead of that Thunderclaw, for
His
sure.
attack speed really suffering too without that Thunderclaw.
And the Steam Boots as well.
Oh my god, you're right. I was wondering why it dropped so drastically.
for
I mean,
Irish justice.
that's kind of... He's definitely putting out a lot less damage than he was before.
Mm-hmm.
Really, the only offensive item he has is the Geometer's Bane and the Wingbow. I mean, everything else is just
Yeah.
survivability.
Frostwolf Skull does add bit of damage. That's 30 damage. But yeah, it's nothing. It's nowhere close to
Yeah.
what he had before. And they really need to force Hellborn back. I think they're making.
They got
Actually, no.
3
Hellborn pushes
post haste,
fast.
so...
And here comes the initiation from Rhapsody, who has the Thunderclaw. I was wondering why he had a Thunderclaw, but prisoner. No, they're gonna realize.
I would have liked to see them let them kind of push bottom and then have Clinks push top and then try to interrupt some TPs. Because, I mean, PK Rhapsody can easily stop the teleport.
As well as the Gladiator
Yeah.
with Showdown, and the Tablet, and Storm Spirit and Sheepstick from Zephyranthi. So yeah, many chances to do things and very little things are happening. And look at this now, Sync is just only 1k gold behind.
Yep,
And
they're
here
gonna be
they go.
pushing top here. They do have the token, but the hook coming out doesn't connect on the Clanks. I like the fact that they all do have post haste because it's like a race right now. And the upper hand
Bottom
is definitely
lane.
in favor of Legion. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on both here. Fortification coming out there. But yeah, Clanks is not even doing a lot of damage to this tower here. Now bottom lane.
And here comes the hook again. But the Storm Spirit. Well played, but yeah. They're trying their best.
Hellborn eventually
Oh.
falls back, so they're gonna stand here and defend this. Is that a real silhouette? No. They're slowly dropping the tower here, though. Wow.
And the Geos, like, they're
How
trying
many
their
hooks
best
can
here.
Masera get screwed out of?
Oh, but are they going to turn it? This is the way to turn it.
There we go.
The
Sophomore
Sheepstick.
is way out of positioning. He's gonna get dropped quickly there, and this is the opening they needed. They still got the token though. Clanks is really low, so he's kind of just gonna put himself out there.
And the hook missing again. But here's Behemoth.
Yep. All right, Prisoner's
So
just
force
going
one back.
for it. He's gonna get stuck inside the pitfall. He's gonna get locked down. He's gonna get bursted. Clank saved
What
by
an
the
ultimate.
Rhapsody ultimate. The Behemoth ultimate does connect onto 3 heroes, but then he's instantly melted. Clanks will be coming back here in just a second. We already had one buyback by Masera and Zlapped coming in here, so they're gonna keep on fighting. And Clanks without support is dropping really quickly here. Here comes the Prisoner ultimate. Kills Blitz, but Gladiator's gonna get away. The hook does not connect, and Clank's running for his life. He's got 1 more second till he gets that flight off. I mean, they forced out 2 buybacks there, so that's the only good thing, but they're still in pursuit. Clanks is not safe at all. He's got the post haste, though, and he's pretty
Yeah.
quick.
That tablet almost screwing it up. Zlap should really get a PK now, though, I think. With a portal key, he can easily just focus down Marcus Moy. But, okay, so a lot of buybacks happening on the Hellborn side. They lost Behemoth, and they used a buyback on Zlapped and Masera in that fight. But here's the problem. Haxorn is able to focus down Clanks really easily. Like,
Yeah, absolutely, and Clanks can't do anything about it. He's got enough for the Savage, and it has to, I mean,
he should buy it.
his attack speed is still suffering, but
Then at least he has some more damage.
yeah.
This is why I was mentioning the whole lifesteal thing earlier on.
He
The
goes with
Genjuro.
Okay.
So he's really relying on his team with the silhouette.
They can now if Silhouette gets sheeped, she doesn't have the evasion of the Wingbow anymore, right?
No.
Okay. I mean, then that's it. They only got 1 sheepstick on Midas, but Gladiator looks like he's building one. He's about 3/4 of the way there.
I mean, he's like more than halfway there. He's got the Blessed Orb and the
Yeah.
Mana Tube. Yeah. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Fine. Don't worry
He's
about
almost there.
it. He's almost there. So now Clanks is just farming for buyback. I guess he still has 2 of them, and that's going to be a big deal. I do like the ultimate Cyrox put out just now, but it was a little bit early at the same time. It's good
Yeah.
that he got that portal key, of course, but he just got bursted down by the Behemoth immediately after.
Yeah. So
Ready for Irish justice.
if Rhapsody's ult's going and the Behemoth ult's on top of her, is the ult? It still goes through to everybody, right? Around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Silhouette.
Let's see the damage he puts out. Miss, miss, miss. Seriously. She's not an easy target to sheep either with the Nullstone. I mean, you gotta really
Irish justice.
They have the Null Fireblade, and they have Showdown,
Storm
and they
Spirit
have
and
the
stuff.
Tablet.
Yeah,
They have a lot to cancel stuff, but you're right. It gives her enough time to use her ultimate or use Geos and just react, and then you're
Oh,
suddenly
Beach
confused.
All right,
Like,
against Forest though, he's gonna take a lot of damage. It's all the evasion because if not for that, he
mhm.
just puts out a ton of damage. Well, with Congo down for a bit, and both teams were reluctant to fight before, I think we got a little bit of Farm Fest coming here for the next few minutes anyways.
Legion team is ahead now after those buybacks, and oh, here comes Clanks finding the silhouette, kind of, and the gank and bottom failed because of it. They're too afraid to go on the Clanks because they know that there's going to be help nearby.
Ready for Irish justice.
I think they need to utilize the fact that they do have 3 post hastes.
Behemoth going on Blitz in mid,
Okay, Blitz is going to take a bit of damage here, but Rhapsody with the clutch ultimate.
and then
Here
the
comes
turn
the
on
turn.
Behemoth.
Now
What
Behemoth's
a play.
ultimate's on cooldown. This, if any, is the best window they've had to make something
Yeah.
happen.
And Zibe also does not have a buyback because everybody's just so high level and has so much gold.
Yep.
So
they're
this is
instantly
the
gunning for
time.
top lane here. And with no tower, this is, yeah, they got quite of a chance here. Behemoth down for 50 seconds. They got plenty of time. There's no need to really rush it here.
But they think that Zibe has a buyback, and in the meantime, Haxon is just pushing
Oh
the
my
base.
God, and they
They
have
took
to go
too long.
back.
Okay, so now it's going to be a 4v4 fight if it's going to be a fight at all. But no, Gladiator also post is down. So this, yeah, well played by Haxon. And honestly, it's a cancer play, but it's how
Oh,
it has to be
Sheepstick
done.
onto Clinks. Here comes the hook. It does connect. Clinks is in a real bad way now. Rhapsody's ultimate is on cooldown, so she can't really save him. Prisoner activating that shrunken head. And Clinks is dropping quick here. He's going to fall down, even with that tanky Frostwolf skull. If he gets locked down, that's it. And the 4 vs 4, as you said. Not much they can do. Midas will get away from here. That was a really good guess by Massera.
Yeah, but I don't know what they expected, to be honest, with pushing in with 3 against 5.
I'm just more and more, I'm not liking the item choice by Clanks. He doesn't have the damage. It's great if you had other people on your team doing damage, but he doesn't. He is it. I mean, Shrunken Head you could say is essential, but the Frostwolf isn't really doing much.
Yeah, I agree. I think he just needs to do damage and, you know, hope that his team keeps him alive, because they do have a Storm Spirit, they do have a tablet, they do have a lot of stuff.
PK
to
Rhapsody, I mean,
help him out.
Gladiator ulti, yeah. He needs to make a decision. And
Also, like Gladiator, sell your investments and get your sheepstick. It's gonna be such a huge deal.
they've also been putting the pressure on him. The silhouette, Haxford's been doing a great job of whenever they try to push him, counter pushing. Now, Hellborn team feels confident. They got 10 seconds here before Clanks.
And there's the
Initiation
jump.
here by Midas, but the counter sheepstick is going to get Midas way out of the fight.
But
Silhouette,
look
will
at
she
Silhouette!
drop? She activates her shrunken head, but she doesn't have an illusion to port to. Tree Grapple, she is going to fall here.
Glacius trying to port out, going to be successful, and they only get Haxorn out of it. And in the meantime,
Yeah.
Masera's illusions killed the Rax.
So that's definitely a success for Hellborn there.
Why doesn't Zephyronte buy anything though with his 5.2k gold?
I don't know. Gladiator can finish his sheepstick as well. Maybe they're saving for buybacks because that was a pretty close case right there.
Ninja, please.
Anywho, Clanks is gonna just continue farming. For what reason? I don't know. He's pretty much 6 slotted at this point, and there's not much more he can buy. Like, I guess a Doombringer?
Yeah, he could definitely benefit from that. But again, it's still... I feel like he has to get rid of one of those items. It's got to be like the Frostwolf skull.
I think it's the Frostwolf Skull as well. I mean, the idea of not being bursted is already... You know, you're gonna get saved by a Midas with a Sheepstick, with a Storm Spirit, and a Rhapsody with an ultimate. So he's not even gonna be able to take the token this time, because apparently all those items are necessary.
Ready for
Yeah.
Irish justice.
And, I mean, in this point, the Hellborn team is just getting all of the extra utility items. Glacius with a portal key.
Someone's post-testing middle, and Clanks is like, no. Wait, what? Did the
Okay.
port continue even though the creep died?
I missed it. I'm not sure. I mean, I didn't even see who was porting there.
The carries aren't doing any damage to each other.
So, I mean, they're gathering around Kongor here. Obviously, a very important team fight coming up. But their initiation onto Blitz here. Salforce is taking a lot of damage. But through the Shrunken Head, this is where the Frostwolf Soul is helping a little bit in the fact that they can slow him down here. But here comes the initiation from Silhouette. She's going to directly focus on the Clanks. The Shockwave is going to lock him down. He can't do any damage. Rhapsody comes in late, so no help there. Gladiator's going to fall quickly here. And Midas is sitting watching from the background. He's going to eat Viscera's perfect hook. And Blitz finally falls down.
Clanks fought back
yeah,
though.
Clanks did buy
Closest
back,
in.
but even still, he can right click, and the heroes aren't falling. They're even the less tanky heroes are just not dying to this solo Clanks. So this is really bad news. And now that Gladiator did buy the sheep stick, he doesn't have a buyback here.
Zephrante still does have a buyback though, but he's fighting with so much gold. It feels so awkward. And now they're completely 10k gold behind, and
Force is going to
Clanks
get
is
saved. There's
just-
sheep coming out onto Silhouette. This is their chance. If they get Silhouette here, they can save the barracks, but no.
Clanks is dead.
Yeah, Clanks is dead. Does not have any buybacks left despite having 2k gold. Unfortunately, this is going to be the barracks. And 2-0, they had this game. They had it in their
yeah.
hands. What happened? Midas and Nasira has not missed a hook now in some time. I guess it's easy when their target's sheeped, and that's the GG's called out there. Well then.
That seemed like so much buildup for something
man.
very astonishing. Like, I really thought that the Legion team could have just taken this game, but they just went some interesting item choices, and
Wow.
well, that's that.
Yep, it was definitely interesting item choices. You can't take it away from 2-0. They played phenomenally in this game, but Sync coming through in the end, they really showed adversity. They were down pretty bad, and hey, that's Heroes New Earth for you. The game's never over until it's over. So with that being said, we're gonna go